Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Before I get into my whole spiel, I did adjust some of my audio levels. So as I switch over, it might be rough for a second. Give me just a moment. All right, so right now it's just game audio. I will be adding Spotify in a second, and I'll ask for your help with adjusting that. But welcome in to the farm. If you don't know me, my name is Fig. I'm a trans streamer in the Southwest United States, and I'm primarily a cozy streamer. So far, I've only played Palia, but coming up on Valentine's Day, we will be doing a visual novel and otome game bonanza for 11 or 12 hours. We'll see how much it kills me. And I'll have more information on that and what the itinerary looks like very soon on my Blue Sky. But yeah, welcome in. And Tav, I see you in chat. Thank you for coming by. Give me just a moment and I'll show you what my surprise was. I had the audio adjustment screen up and didn't want to forget to do that. So, Shady Tavern is a very good friend of mine. She's lovely. She's a fantastic writer. And you should all go check her out. So, there's her Patreon link. She does post previews of all of her stories so you can get a taste before you commit. But her pricing is very, very fair, if not underselling herself. And Tav, I don't want to spoil anything that you don't want to be public yet, but if you'd like to share anything that you have in the works, please do. And then I'll stop making you also ignore the Nightbot that apparently decided to trigger right away. That's new. I am allowing you to self-promote. So if you want to share what you have in the works, go ahead. But I don't want to throw anything out there that you don't want public yet. And Paul, hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. If you're ready, Paul, and Tav, if you want to weigh in as well. I'm going to turn on Spotify. I just dropped it down to the same level as the startup screen. Tav, you deserve it. And hopefully I can send someone your way at least. But yeah, I dropped it to 15%. Hopefully it'll be okay. But let's see if you can still hear me over this. I also lowered the game audio and boosted my audio before because in the recordings it sounded a little mismatched. So there's Spotify. And I'll keep talking for a minute while chat rolls in and see how that works. I also just realized that I tried to have stream up on my phone instead of the stream manager, and it might have frozen. Either way. You do not dump them on me. I demand them from you at gunpoint, okay? And it's no problem at all. I'm happy to read them. But yeah, while we're seeing if Spotify is at a good level, my plans for today are to do a little bit of Lunar New Year. We're missing this entire cycle because the night's almost over. And then, actually, I should get myself loaded into Bahari real quick because we're also going to continue my hunt for the bugs and fish that I'm missing. I still have a few that I'd written down last week, so we're going to start with those. And if we get weirdly lucky, then I'll have to pull up the wiki and scramble a little bit. I am also a little bit under the weather today, so things might be a little bit more chill than usual. I'll be taking more breaks to drink some tea, but I'll still try to only do the one actual downtime break so that we all get the most out of streaming. Yeah, let me get down to South Bahari. As close as it is, I'm just going to teleport, actually. And let's do Hideaway. Is the audio sounding okay? Can y'all hear the Spotify without it overpowering anything? Not hearing. Okay. Let's see. It does show that it's coming through, so there's at least that. Let me know if that's any better. And I can also turn the game audio down if I need to, because that was pretty loud on the recordings. And it's only an alternative lo-fi station, so it's not going to be anything complicated. Sorry, I had a text from a friend asking what time I'm going till. Still can't hear. Okay. I wonder if it just won't work with only going to the one channel. There's another increase. If it's just not working at all, I'll close it out, turn it off, and turn the game music back on for now. At least I got the startup music working. I'll take one win at a time. That's fine by me. Yep. Okay. So I did pack lures again. And I made some more buzzy jars. So we'll be able to sit here and go for the rainbow-tipped butterfly. I do have it in regular, and we caught a few last week. But this one I need in starred, which is... Oh, there's also a magic choppa right there. Luckily enough, I guess. And a moth over there, too. As usual, my general rule for myself is that I'm only going to allow distractions as far as hunting goes with magic creatures. Anything other than that, I'm going to try to ignore. We'll see how that works. Moths and lantern bugs are not included in that. And there's immediately a bunch of rare stuff. That one's up. I'm gonna go check these out before I drop a lure, just in case. Okay. I'm going to turn off Spotify then, just in case there's any chance of it causing issues with frames. That one's also not sure. And then turn the game audio back on. And I'll troubleshoot it a little bit more midweek. Because one of the issues with trying to run Spotify is I don't want it to record. Hi Z, welcome in. How are you? I don't want to record it and then get DMCA'd on YouTube. Not that I'm currently, going to be making money on YouTube, but still wouldn't be ideal to set up that habit. Let me just make sure. Cool. Alrighty. Hopefully now when music plays, it's there. Let me try that, because I only had it on track 2. No worries at all, Z. I'm sorry you're sick. Hopefully you feel better soon. But thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's going now. And it's now on all tracks. I think you're huffing too much paint, Z. That's why you got a head cold. Alright. Hopefully if that did work and Spotify's playing now, it's not crazy loud. Paul, I don't know if you just saw that, but I couldn't use my tools for a second. And jumping and spinning worked. That's so weird. Do my frames currently look okay at least? Because if they do, I might leave the music on for myself for now. And hope it doesn't collide in a minute. Okay. If they drop, I'll turn it off, but I do enjoy having the little extra. I'll go check out that bug at the airport, and then I'll drop a lure, because we're getting close to 6 here. And I don't want to take too long messing around. Okay, it is a butterfly. We'll see. Nope, absolutely not starred. I don't remember if we can actually get up and over from here. Nope. That's okay. Okay, let's see what we did. So far, a lot of nothing. I still wish you could scare away butterflies instead of having to catch them. Or at least hit them first. I don't know if this person's trying to help or just standing around watching for something good to spawn. Okay, they're helping. Cool. Still not seeing anything new pop up on the tracker. It's only that guy. Oh. There were so many at the start, and now there's just nothing. Oh, that one's nearby. It's an azure. That one's still the far one. It's most likely a cicada, so I'm not too worried about it. Oop. Oh, Paul, I haven't given you a shout out yet. Give me just a sec. Because it's almost 6. And after that, I don't care about these bugs. See, there's a close one here. There he is. And it's 6. Okay. So, if you're here, go check out Paul, aka Just Your Average Gamer, which is a lot to type out. There we go. He's a dear friend of mine, my primary mentor with getting started at streaming, and also a streamer. He and I established earlier that he does not stream on Wednesdays like I thought. So Paul, if you want to share your stream schedule and what you're planning next, please do. And then I'm going to collect all of these guys that are still left. And I believe next on the agenda is probably paddlefish. I think they're my only real daytime one for now. Let's see. Yeah. So paddlefish are Bahari rivers. So we'll go hang out in the flooded fortress, which is, we'll go up through Pavel Mines. And now all the bugs are here. If Vince is here, I hope he didn't see that Briar Daisy. Alright, Paul is playing Alan Wake 2 tomorrow. Baldur's Gate Honor Mode on Thursday and Friday, all at 1 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. He also plays Divinity Original Sin 2 on Saturdays with Sol Rekka at 2 p.m. GMT, which, let me also shouty Sol Rekka. Who is also very sweet and worth giving a follow. Oh, actually, I don't need to come up here. I'll just come down. Also, if you're in stream and want to party up at any point, by all means, just send me a message in chat. These Lunar New Year and bug and fish hunting are very much a more the merrier situation. So come on by, and maybe if I don't get lucky, you at least will. Alright. So we also need a star quality paddlefish, and they require regular worms. I'll be using those and only fishing in the nodes. So Paul, are you excited to eventually have to fight those spiders for the 3rd time in Honor Mode? And do you think you're going to get there by Friday? Void Bulb. I still... I'm gonna be so amused if that still doesn't work. I'm trying to remember how I did it in my, granted not on a roll, honor mode, very save scummy playthrough. But I think I used a lot of grease and then, not fireball, but, you know, whatever the basic fire cantrip is. Because that's how I did pretty much everything in that game. Asterion had grease, and Shart had whatever the fire spell was. And it really sucked when they rolled wildly different initiatives, because then there would just be grease on the floor for 20 minutes waiting for it to be able to do something. Oh, I didn't open that chest. Let's see what we got. Makeshift cookware. Not new, but not a bad item. By any means. Are there any other holes hiding back here? Doesn't look like it. It'd be nice, and I should check this before I... Okay. It'd be nice if with the new inventory buff visibility update that they implemented this patch, that they'd let you cancel out buffs if you don't want them anymore. It's not something a lot of players would want, and I feel like people would probably accidentally do it more often than do it intentionally. So I can understand why they didn't. But right now, running back and forth and having a bug indicator on my map is kind of distracting. And I could have overwritten it with like a tuning fork if I'd brought one, but still. Is this a mirror cart? Cutthroat trap. And we found out last week that the paddlefish is uncommon. So we're at least catching uncommon fish. That's good. I reeled one up when I accidentally cast it outside of a hole and thought it was epic when I'd been fishing for it. And I was very upset. It was right at the end of stream. And I was not having it until I checked the rarity. Oh, shit. That was a paddlefish, I'm pretty sure. If I had not reeled that in, I would have been able to leave my hook in the water and catch it again. Same star quality and everything. But I panicked and reeled it in, so the hunt continues. And then, depending on how closely I watch the time, it might be this day cycle that we go to the Lunar New Year fairgrounds and do some of that. I've already died and hung my wish for the day. And I've played a couple rounds of Hot Pot and Choppa Chase so far. But the main thing I need to do now is earn a whole bunch of lucky envelopes so that I can get all of the furniture and things that I didn't acquire last year. This is my first Lunar New Year because I was on hiatus when it dropped last year. So I'm scrambling to get everything, and just the first couple of shops were gonna run me at least 32 grand in lucky envelopes. So I'm gonna be playing a lot, and I'm not necessarily super stoked because it eats the whole night. And usually if I choose to use the nights for something, it's catching lantern bugs and Luna moths. But that's okay. It's only around for about a month. So I definitely want to take advantage while I can. I'm gonna take a minute to scoot just a little closer here. Okay. I was terrified I was going to smash my face into the mic and murder all of your ears. because it's very precarious. But I did not cause catastrophe. Alright. If there aren't any nodes on this side, yeah, I'm gonna pop out to northern Bahari and run those rivers for a little bit and see if we get any luckier out here. And then too, if any of y'all in here are Palia players and are still needing to get your Twitch drops for this update period, if I have any viewers at the end of the stream, I will raid out to another Palia player just to make sure that you keep that continuity. I don't think the drop times are super long this time around. I think last time they had one that was like 12 hours. And they're only for lucky envelopes for Lunar New Year. So I know, like, Vince wasn't super excited about them. But don't want to leave y'all high and dry by taking you somewhere else. Or just cutting and running. So I'll make sure you're in good hands if you're still here at the end. There's a hole. Tiny, tiny fish. I thought my bobber up in the top corner was a ladybug, and I was really confused. And then if we don't do Lunar New Year this cycle, it'll set us up perfectly to hunt for the willow lamprey, which becomes available, I think this is paddlefish, right after the paddlefish period ends. Yeah, we got that. Cool. So I can cross him out. It's a little early, so I think I am going to run back, get set up. Actually, I can just home teleport. Get all set up, restocked, repaired, and then just chill at the fairgrounds. Because I don't want to bury that lead for too long when it's the first thing I listed in my stream title. And then the next night cycle will set up for fairy carps or willow lamprey, depending. I probably won't linger in the fairgrounds area after Choppa Chase ends, though. Sometimes I like to. Oops. Hey, I just got this for my collection. I don't need it. Twice. But I usually hang around, you know, clear out the shops of what I need and can afford, that sort of thing. But this time around, I think I'm going to head straight over to Bahari so that I can get set up for Rainbow Tip. Try to be as efficient as possible with that. Okay, we had enough repair kits. I need a buzzy jar. I have an extra lure in storage. Don't want to make more than I have 2 of those. But that way I'll be full. I think I only used... Oh, I did use one of those. Okay, so 1 dispel, 5 bombs. Almost made repair kits. How am I getting low on clay again? I just brought home over 100, and it's already almost gone. Oh, and actually, before I go, I can get some more worms real quick. Also, if y'all ever want a full home tour of this plot, let me know. It was my first plot that I just kind of built onto as I unlocked more furniture and crafting options, and as I learned about different glitches and stuff and wanted to try them. So it's very discordant. None of it actually matches. But I still like it, and I don't want to tear it apart until I have like a really solid replacement for it. Which is what I was hoping that the rooftop garden build plot was going to be. I discovered after stream, or after I was testing it, whenever, that the garden plots do not stay on top of the red presents. I don't know if that was a one-time glitch. I don't know if the red presents fall under the like building block rule where you can't have functional items placed on top of them. And I also don't know if that rule still exists, because I know some of the patch notes made it sound like they patched that out. Either way, I kind of gave up on that idea, reset the changes I had made to the roof. So it should look the same as when I left off weeks ago now in stream. I think I'll still try to make it look like a garden. It just won't be a functional one. So we'll see how that all fits together soon. I don't think... I could grab Bouillabaisse, but I'm okay for now. So I'll just head straight over there this way. Oh, I didn't grab any hooks, though, so we can go to Einar real quick, because I know my stock of them at home was getting low. I don't think it was really low, but never hurts to get more. Because I am lousy without a hook.
Your presence helps postpone unwanted sensations.
That's actually really nice framing of Einar with the fish on his hut right behind him. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Is this longing?
Alright. All of the big chunky coppers sitting around not being touched are driving me nuts. I haven't done most of my weeklies this week. It is only Monday, I guess. But usually when I'm in Kilima during the week, if I haven't gotten Gold Rush yet, I'll destroy all the copper I see to try to get silver. And I'm trying to stay focused and be good. Yes, fish spot. But it's difficult. There was a lot of big iron too when we were in Bahari. Wish is ready. Cool. So, I don't know if it'll let me grab that before this starts, but yes, cool. So each real life day you get a wish ticket. You put it up, and I guess it's the next in-game day that you can actually receive what you wished for. I dyed my wish blue, which gets me lucky envelopes. And then these two, one gets you gold and one gets you renown. So whichever currency you need more of at the time, you can wish for, and then you get some. I don't know if it's always 200 lucky envelopes or if it's random, but it's a nice little bonus, and you get the cute little cutscenes. I think ancient fish are all day. So I'm gonna try to get my start ancient fish from here. And if I do hook one, it's not going to go well. So I'm not really counting this towards the hunt unless it magically works in my favor. But especially because I don't have any other buffs, it's just the hook. I'm screwed. That way we can still kind of progress while I'm waiting. And I'm gonna have to find something that spawns in daytime from my list, because otherwise the daytime periods are going to be awkward. I am sad that they don't have Papa Chop going right now, because that would normally start at 8 p.m. Which I guess then people wouldn't want to play Hot Pot. But it'd still be nice. Okay, nothing more over here. Sometimes it's hard to see these ones here. Alright. So let me pull up my achievement. We're down to 1 for the bugs, and that's only the master collector. The rainbow-tipped butterfly, of course. Regular Kilima and Bahari fish collector is finished. I think the last one we needed on that was the Dusk Ray, and we got it in both starred and it counted for unstarred. So that one's done. And then this one, this is the fairy carp, which I have written down. This looks like a sturgeon. Let me grab my phone. I would grab Firefox on my laptop, but that would slow everything down. Let's see here. I love the Palia tracker website because they have all of their trackers set up to mirror the achievements where they're applicable. And it's nice not having to be like, okay, let's guess what these silhouettes are. Okay, fish. This version does not have my completion on it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's see. Bahari breams, I have a lot further to scroll. Stalking catfish. Crimson Fangtooth. Trying to find the fairy carp so that I can base everything off of that. Okay, so fairy carp I have written down. And I'm actually going to tear this sheet off. I have a tiny, tiny notepad that St. Jude's Children's Hospital sent me that I've been using for manual notes. Hi, Moose. Are you talking to stream? Okay, so that's the swordfin. So then the next one is the striped sturgeon. And it's available from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. using worms and Killama Lake. So where we are, but not when we are. And then after that, it's the Dawn Ray, which is only available at dawn, of course. So 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. No bait in Bahari Rivers. Okay, and then more rays, of course. I know one of them. Oh, maybe not. I thought one of them was the Kilima Giant Ray, but I guess not. This one is the Storm Ray. Which is 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Spawn, which I hate. It's glowworms in Bahari Rivers. And then Flame Tongue. Kilima Rivers. 3 a.m. to I think 6 p.m. And then glowworms. Okay, and then the last one is the ancient fish, which I believe is all day. And they don't have it listed on here in order. It's up at the top. Okay, it's just not 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. it looks like. Well, that's not too bad. Oop. Okay. So, we're about 2 minutes from Hot Pot. And I see nobody on this server. Oops. We'll get another couple of fish in and see if anybody shows up. If not, I'll server hop real quick. But there is Polly Fox, who I'm friends with and at some point I think was in our community. I don't think she still is. I haven't mentioned this yet on stream, but excuse me, I do technically have an in-game community in Palia and a Discord for that. It's called the Old Folks Home, and that's actually how I met Vince, who then introduced me to Paul. We were all playing Hot Pot and joking about being old, and it just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I do kind of wonder if this server is going to have anybody. There are 3 players nearby, so people are showing up. No, but I feel old. I'm not gonna disagree that you and Vince aren't old, but with how broken my body is, I feel old. Okay, one more person. Come on. I see someone's pet. There we go. I thought that Flutterfox was just gonna play Hot Pot with us. Let's see. I saw someone saying, because there was someone in chat talking about wanting to do spam pot here, and someone was saying that the payouts you get in lucky envelopes are based on how well everyone at the table did, but I don't think that's accurate because I've been watching my payouts since, and I definitely get significantly bigger payouts when I have, only 3 colors or whatever, regardless of how fast or long that took. And there was one game where I got nothing all game, and I got 75 lucky envelopes, despite somebody definitely having one. And most likely other people having been close. So I don't think that's true. I've thought about trying to do a spam pot at these tables, but the people who come here to play Luna New Year don't seem interested in playing spam pot. So I'm not going to be the one to start that at a table, but either way, the games have been going pretty quick, and the payouts are decent. The Choppa Chase, though, I haven't seen a final catch number over like 120, 125. So it's pretty disappointing. Especially because one of the stamp cards requires that you get 25 in a single game to complete it, which is perfect. Also, that's nice. 1 card left on round 1. I hope no one's collecting Heat Root. Uh-oh. It did show that Polly was on Switch. Hopefully she didn't crash. Yeah, Choppa spawn rates are bad. They said when they made... I think when the market came back before, like, it was super clear that it was recurring, I think they said that they doubled spawn rates. And all of us were like, nah, that's bullshit. It's still so hard to get a good score, blah. If this is what they doubled them from, yes, they doubled them. It's still not enough for it to be, like, really fun. I would love for it to just be chaos, even if that meant that they slightly reduced the payouts. But where they have it for Luna New Year, they definitely, at the very least, did not apply the doubling. And they haven't mentioned a hotfix yet, so I don't know if they've recognized that, despite the fact that I'm sure the community has been complaining. Chaos is fun. Though, also, I don't know if Palia could handle that level of chaos. This might be like an item limit thing, where they tested it, and if they tripled or quadrupled the Choppas, the game would just crash. In which case, like, that's sad and a frustrating limitation for sure. But I guess I suppose, I guess I support being able to play at all over crashing every time I try to play. Where did our third go? Oh, maybe Polly did actually crash. And then I think Sandra is also new. It'll go a little faster if we only have 3 people, but the auto start countdown is sad. Oh, there we go. Hi, Kitty Whiskers. Let's see. Okay. Going good so far. Mushrooms. I'm so sad this Spotify connection didn't work. Paul, if you end up free sometime this week, I might want to do just a test stream. It might not be before Thursday, depending, but okay. Red mushroom to win. Okay, nobody touch it. SD. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even see that Kitty Whiskers dropped one too. Okay, we good. Cool. Thank you, Paul. Also, are you sure you're not at this table? Because I keep winning. It wasn't until Vince joined the table earlier, because I think he did get one game with us, right? That I started losing again. I don't even know if the server is full. Looks like it probably is close. And this is usually one of the first tables that people come to. Alright, this is going to be a fast game. And then we'll be able to get, depending on whether or not we have a full table, a couple more in before Choppa Chase. And then I'll have to teleport straight over to Bahari and then teleport again to get down to the donut hole in time. Yeah, I'll take meat. I should have also taken that noodle. Oh well. Perfect. Esty is a really good hot pot partner because whatever she needs sets me up. So now I just need rice cakes. Thank you. As I was saying. I don't want to leave this table. I think Esty's my good luck charm today. Okay, we got the person who was screaming about the snake plushie, which was very understandable, especially if they're new and just saw Snake. I'll have to see how big they are. It didn't look very big in the preview image, the promotional image. But if I can do something fun with them, I would like to. It's a shame they didn't give us a giant version, even if it was like 120,000 gold or something. Because that would have been fun. And I definitely would have shoved stools into it. As it is, though, I can possibly still make it a seat cushion. It would just have to be on top of something else or buried into something else. But that's easy enough to do. Natsukihachi. I really hope next semester my wife's classes are a little earlier in the day, partially so that I have more energy, but also because this time is kind of awkward for everyone except for East Coast. If it was earlier, people closer geographically to me might be able to catch it on lunch or something. SC is really coming in clutch. What the fuck? But yeah, so people closer to me could, pop in on their lunch break or whatever. And then, like, Paul, it would be not when you're supposed to be in bed. Same for you, Tav. So, generally, would be a little bit more versatile. It wouldn't be right as the East Coast is getting out of work, but still. We'll see. Once she's working in her new career path, and I'm hopefully also in a new career, schedules are going to be more consistent, but also way different. So it could be all evenings. It could be I just dedicate like a Saturday and then a couple evenings or whatever. But that's years down the line. Yeah, Paul, I know you are. And I hope that this is pleasant entertainment while you're being an insomniac. But like, not everyone's sleep schedule is as fucked as yours in Europe. Nor should it be. That's true. That's true. It's not as bad as it could be. It's 11 p.m. for Tav, though. And Mountain Standard Time will always be my time zone. We don't change for daylight savings. So it'll get worse. In the US, it'll get worse in March. / better, potentially. I think you guys in the UK change your clocks a little ahead of us, right? Like a little earlier in the year. This game is running a little too long, but I don't want to bail on it. Last Sunday in March, last Sunday in October. Okay. I think the March one is about the same, but I think we switch in like November. It might be off by a week, either way. Okay, thank you someone else for winning. Okay, run, 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 run. I forgot where I was for a second. This is probably going to be nauseating to watch, I apologize. It's nauseating to do, I can assure you. Yappa. Ah, I didn't get the first one. It's always fun when you do. Why did everyone crowd this area? Nah, guys, the spawn rates are fine. They're definitely spawning. Thank you. I try to track where they just spawned and where they're likely to spawn next as a result, but it's not that much of a pattern. So sometimes I'm like, I'm sure one will spawn here, and I'm there for 20 seconds with nothing. And sometimes it's like it has been the last couple spawns where it looks like I'm reading the game's code before it runs it. Go. And sometimes, especially if it's really busy, it's easier just to sit in one spot. But that usually only applies to normal moshi markets, where the spawn rates are appropriate. As with this, standing in one spot means you're gonna finish with one choppa. Ooh, I might have to change that Nightbot timing. I don't like that both of those long messages just went off like 2 minutes apart from each other. If even that long. Oh. Cool, I was not facing that one at all, but I caught it. Okay, 11 so far isn't bad. Oop. And this is about an average scoring game so far. The spawns do seem to pick up towards the end, usually. Oh. Someone invisible got that one. So we'll see a few more spawning here, but not enough to get 25. It's also interesting, I still have Spotify running to have a little bit more stimulation on my end. And I just noticed the Choppa Chase music was playing underneath it. It flows together pretty well with whatever song I'm currently listening to. Okay, so I finished that part of the stamp card at least. That's good. And came in third. Let's see. I have a good amount, so I can go buy some more things. I forgot to open this, and it was one of the worst items available. Oh, that's right. I can't stop to go buy things. I need to get to Bahari. Which means I'll have to come back to spend those tokens later, but maybe we'll do that after my break in half an hour or so. Because that'll be pretty perfect for timing. And then we'll get 2 rounds of Luna New Year this stream. Alright, and then teleport again. Carp is actually available right now, I think. Fairy Carp. No, I lied. Okay, teleport. To Hideaway. And then run. Half in the wrong direction. Okay. I can see I don't have a magic choppa waiting for me this time. It's honestly not a bad thing. And then I'll activate my Buzzy Jar a little early, because I don't really mind wasting some of it. Okay, that bug I don't care about. These mobs are all going to disappear in a moment. And I'm just looking for, like, crickets or things that I can scare away, but it's only mobs. Okay. And then I'm gonna drop a lure first thing, most likely. Yeah, no new bugs spawned. So, lure. Wrong butterfly. Crickets. There is a new spawn right here. It's an azure. Oh, apparently I had already scared it away. Trying not to jump every time I see the one that we already knew existed. Okay. I don't care about actually catching any of these butterflies. I'm just trying to get them to despawn, and if that means I have to go into my pocket, fine. It's not ideal. I'd rather not waste the time and bombs, but they aren't scared of me normally. Okay, this is a rainbow tip. Not stuttered, unfortunately. Yep. I'll check that one out. That's down by the airport later. I would now, but I don't want to leave this behind, especially if someone... I got so confused by your Discord message, Paul. I was like, what does it mean if my stream has left Heathrow? Oh, you're talking about the package. Okay. But yeah, especially with the chance of people coming by to see if I spawn anything good. I don't want to risk someone else taking or scaring away the butterfly if I'm not here to participate in it. Another one. I wish you the best of luck with that then. There's so many bags on my screen. Okay, the lure is done. I'm still gonna clear out these butterflies. Let me see if that hit is still over here. It looks like it is. So I'm gonna leave those for now. Most of them are dead. And if they despawn, it's just less inventory space I have to spend on them before I go reset at home. So, let's see. I have seen rainbow tips spawn up here. I wouldn't personally call this Bahari Fields, but if it works, I'm not going to complain about it. This is a butterfly. Oh, shit. I don't think it's star quality, but I can't. My tools broke right at that moment. Well, that's something I can clip and send into Palia support then. That's good at least. That is something I realized when I decided to start streaming. Was that with how glitchy this game is, at least I'll finally have some of them on video. Let's see. I'm gonna just drop another lure now, since we have about an hour. It'll run a little over, but not too bad. Those are already dead. Those are far away. This one's an azure that I stepped on. Star quality azure, at least. Saka, no growls. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Saka. Sorry if you could hear that. It sounds like there was a truck maybe idling outside our house for a moment. And someone's telling me about it. Huh. You can't bark like that. Hi, I love you. Hello. I haven't talked too much about it yet, but I do plan on eventually having a primarily cat cam. But I want it to be mobile enough that I can either move it or just get Sokka into frame. Saki, lay down, please. So that you can see him and, you know, when Moose or Chicken or Bean come by to say hello, you can see them as well. And I'll have redeems for, you know, treats for them and stuff like that within reason. I don't think I care enough about those two to, I only caught one of them. after 6 a.m. I'm just gonna scoop these guys up real quick. And then I think my daytime fish is the flame tongue. So I'll be heading back to Kilima. And honestly, I might not even do a reset in between the market and fishing, or vice versa. I might just go straight for it. Because I can follow the river down to Fairgrounds, and from there, catch ancient fish, potentially. So, refuel, and I'll teleport down here. Let's see, just central. I'll probably hang out by the inn because those docks and then that little wider section next door tend to be fairly nice to me in terms of giving me the fish I need. We've spent a lot of time there when we were all still romancing people, catching radiant sunfish for the various NPCs. Alright. We got bugs. Excuse me. We got bugs for days, but we don't need them here. Yeah, I like this spot a lot. I'm gonna go to the other side of it though. It's a little easier to access the nodes that spawn further west if you're down here. And then Flame Tongue is glowworms. I think that was still in. Crucian Carp, I think. Yes. Yeah, like I can't reach those from over here, but I can go around. And I had felt like I had trouble reaching some of the spawn points from this other dock, but it might have also just been I liked being able to run back and forth. Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Oh, you're from Blue Sky, Light Empress? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming by, and absolutely, please feel free to lurk. I nagged Tav into chatting earlier so that I could show her the command I have for her, but I never want people to feel pressured to chat. If this is a safe, comfy space for you to lurk, that's my goal. But thank you for saying hi. Is your username the same on Blue Sky? You don't need to answer that. I'll look for you later. But yeah, thank you again, and welcome into the farm. I'm so used to fishing down here for things that don't have to be starred that I forgot that I was looking for starred fish only. Okay. Let me open that chest as well before I forget. Candles are always a nice extra item to have. They're good clutter. It's not a hay bale, but I approve. I have drowned in this part of the river so many times. trying to get over without like climbing up or taking the bridge. Platinum Chad. I think the Flame Tongue is an epic rarity. I don't remember for sure, and I didn't really pay attention when I was writing them down. But if that's the case, we could be here for multiple day-night cycles. Or, you know, some of the epics I've had to fish for, I've casted like 3 times and then gotten it. So, we'll see how RNGesus feels about me today. I can't remember. I think there's another spot up here past where Ashura fishes. Yep. I haven't fished in Kilima as much as I have Bahari, aside from like pond fishing. So, a little rusty with where things are, but luckily rivers are really easy to just follow for the most part. And especially since I'm only looking for nodes, it's pretty easy to tell if I want to fish somewhere. Let alone if I can. There's another node over there. I'm excited for the new subscription program that they have going, or about to launch. It's not what I would have necessarily expected, and I don't love the mandatory login requirement to get the maximum amount of Palia coins, or premium coins, or whatever that you need. I would rather it just be like an automatic grant, or you pay a little bit and get like insane amount of discounts or something. I don't know. I'm used to premium memberships where, like in RuneScape, you unlock 70% of the game. But it's a better way to quote-unquote earn coins than the exorbitant base rates that they have. And I climbed a little bit, so tools are now broken. That's way too far. Let me actually put a stream marker down real quick. Oh shit. Because I need to clip this and send it to support. I don't think this was, Paul, if you're still here, this was as of last update that it started happening, right? So, like 1.87, but it's just gotten worse, I think. It might have only been 1.88, which is the one we're currently on. But I think Vince was having issues for a little while longer. But it was mostly the ones where if you pull out your bow and arrow, and you can't shoot that, then you can pull out your bug bombs, aim with those, and then switch back and you'll be fine, or vice versa. But now it's not always, but any amount of climbing can cause you to lose access to your tools, essentially. It's frustrating for sure. Another platinum Chad. I keep getting confused. Most of the songs in the playlist I'm listening to that I unfortunately haven't gotten to work yet with stream, most of them are just instrumental, and it's just a little extra background noise. But every once in a while, one has like a couple of lyrics or some vocalization, and it scares me a little bit every time. Okay. Killing my grayling. Put on a new hook. I kind of wish it had the option to auto pull from your inventory or something. Also, I hadn't really paid attention before, but the focus bar in the top left HUD is all small in Kilima. It seems to only be Bahari that has it huge. Oh, one respawned. That's really strange. And Light Empress, when you joined in, I didn't do my whole spiel, but if you're new here, my name is Fig. I'm a, oh, holy shit, this is the fish I needed. I'm a trans streamer from the Southwest United States. Flame Tongue Ray is now getting crossed off of my list. I'm primarily a cozy streamer. Don't eat it. I've only really played Palia on stream so far, but on February 14th, Valentine's Day, I will be playing visual novels and Otome games for 11 to 12 hours, depending on how much I'm dying. And it'll be a whole bonanza. I'll be posting my itinerary and some more details on Blue Sky as I get it started out. I want to get that mostly planned probably this weekend so that people have time to prepare and I have time to prepare. But yeah, welcome into the farm. And like I told Light Empress, you're always welcome to lurk. You're welcome to pop into chat as much or as little as you want. And that goes as well for once I hit affiliate and have channel point redeems and things like that. If you want to redeem stuff but not actually chat, that's totally fine. And I want to have some kind of verbiage about that. Whether it's a silent hello or, something like that. That I don't want to steal too much from other creators, but I'll see what verbiage I can come up with. But yeah, that's my spiel. I could fish the nodes here while I'm running to the fairgrounds, actually. I don't see any right now, so that works, but I'm redirecting now that I caught the flame tongue. Let me actually see what rarity was, too. Heck yeah. Okay. So that was an epic, and it did go a lot easier than it could have. But yeah, now I'm redirecting to the ancient fish. We'll do another round of Lunar New Year, and then I'll take my break after that. That does mean we'll miss the window for the butterfly, but that's okay. It'll also give me a chance to find more daytime spawns besides just the ancient fish. Because I think I'm mostly left with night spawns for what I've written down so far. Actually, no, the flame tongue was the last on my list, so I don't have more to research, I don't think. There's a talking song again, and it scared me again. Yeah. Okay. So, I have 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. 3 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then ancient fish is all day except for like 9 to 3 or something. They didn't have on the website I was using specifically written out times. It was just symbols. So that was a little not ideal. But either way, mostly morning and evening fish. So during the day, we might do some hunting or something like that. Or just live at Kilima Lake until I can finally catch this fish. And if that's the case, I'll probably want to go grab some fisherman's brews and fish stew or sushi or whatever I have that'll provide an additional boost. It's a shame it's Monday night and nobody seems to really be playing right now. Or fewer people than usual, I should say. Because sometimes you can casually join up with someone else who's fishing at the lake. And that extra boost is nice. But it doesn't seem like I'm going to be so lucky. Oh, and we can spin our coins, or spend our coins on the wheel while we're waiting. $200. We were talking a lot about how they didn't adjust the colors on this wheel to match the actual rarity of what you get. So like green equaled a green firework, which I guess is fine. But usually the gold tile in the underground is a plushie. Brown is a furniture item. And then, it just goes down in quality from there. These make it seem like 200 is the best you can get. But I think Vince got 1,000 or 4,000 or something from one of the pink ones. So it's a little strange. And now we can run to the underground at some point. Right now, if we want. I'll check for fishing holes first. To spend that Zeki coin. And I haven't been doing, like, let's start our day together type content. Where we, go and get rummage piles and do our Zeki purchase and all of that. I feel like 3 hours isn't a long enough stream to necessarily justify something like that. But if that's content you're interested in, by all means, let me know. And I can do that at the start of stream. I know some streamers consider it like kind of being a proper Palia steward. Like, okay, this is how you play Palia. You do all of your, tidy work. That chandelier might be new. Looks cool. And then after that, you do whatever the topic of your game is, or the topic of your stream that day. I am totally willing to adopt that mindset if I find out that I have brand new players in chat. The people who I know are usually here either do not play Palia and are either not interested or not currently able to play. Or they're already very experienced Palia players who have also given up on doing their rummage piles and things for the most part. Or at least know how to do them. But yeah, let me know if it's something that's desired. I'll absolutely, in this case, absolutely implement it. In other cases, at least consider it. I don't want to put a too open-ended statement and then get requests that I don't want to honor. But for this, if it's something that y'all want to see, I am absolutely down for it. Okay. I'm going to head over to the teleport point, spend my Zeki coin real quick, and then come on back. Central. Yep. I'll repair real quick too, and I'll save me a little bit of time.
You seen my boy anywhere? Go get him out there.
When I reset at home, and a little bit of resources too. I've been using the 60 repair kits option just so that I don't have to spend iron, even though I'm usually closer to like 40 that I need. I see. My game just crashed. Bear with me for a moment. And it'll be a little misaligned for a second, possibly. There we go. Okay, apparently Kilima was too much for the game to handle. If that happens again, I'll have to take an extra minute to just take a screenshot of the error, because I didn't really pay attention to it. But I did send the error report through Steam, so hopefully won't happen again. The powers that be will receive what they need. And we'll be good to go. That was strange, though. I think that's the first time I've seen a crash like that. Paul, if you're still there, did you end up reinstalling? Did that fix anything for you? Do you know? Because I know you were having a lot of trouble with stuff. Actually, we're going to be cutting it a little close, so I'm just going to use the one here. There's a very strong superstition that the Zeki coin lucky box dispenser in the underground gives better luck. I have found that you can get similarly good luck by going behind the counter and pretending you're Zeki, as evidenced. Okay. Yeah, let me know tomorrow when you play some more if it helped resolve the issues you were having. Um, I think it's probably not a bad idea for me to at least check file integrity, if not also reinstall. Although I think the issues I've been having are just they broke something in the patch, which is pretty normal. And this isn't aimed at anyone in particular by any means. But if any of y'all in chat at any point want to party up, just let me know. Right now for Hot Pot and Choppa Chase, it doesn't have a ton of value, but I forgot I got the new nameplate and I wanted it on. But especially once I get back to fishing and stuff, you might get lucky, I might get lucky, and either way, fishing is a lot more fun when you're not running up and down the coast by yourself. So if you want to join, just shoot a message to me in chat. But there's never any pressure for that either. That's probably outside of the hull, but I hope not. It counted. It's not what I wanted, but it counted. Ooh, and I had the social fishing buff too. Oh, I just noticed they moved those boxes forward. This must be a slightly different, like, map file than the regular Maji Market one. Because the regular Maji Market one had also stacked up these little barriers. Although that might have also just been a glitch. Okay, no more fishing holes here. None there. And I don't think there are any over here. But that's okay, because it's about time for Hot Pot again. That table's already saturated. So I'll just hang out here. And I know while I'm fishing, I don't necessarily need to catch everything, especially if it's not what I want. But I like earning some extra money while I'm at it. An extra experience too, because I do buy the hooks for Minor, but I haven't yet gotten the big aquarium that he sells for skill medals or whatever. And I want it. But I also need hooks to survive while I'm fishing. So, trying to balance that a little bit. And I've been leveling pretty well while I've been working on collections. So far so good. There we go. We've got at least 3.
Aha!
Everyone was on that. Yeah, for anyone in chat who might not know, during Lunar New Year, Hot Pot starts at 6 and runs until 3 a.m. However, in the middle of that, starting at 12:15 a.m. in game, which is just after the hour in real life, it Choppa Chase starts at 12:15. So when it gets close to the hour, that'll be our last Hot Pot game. We'll transition over to Choppa Chase, and then that's when I will head back to my home plot, take my break, and then resume as we reset and redirect to our next fish. I'm not going to worry about making it over to get the rainbow-tipped butterfly spawns this cycle, so we won't have to rush. If I win any prize wheel coins, we can spend those first. I can catch up on some of the things I need to buy, and we'll go from there. I have a little notepad list with the furniture items and things that I haven't bought yet, and it's still depressingly long. I started with Hodari's lanterns, which ideally I would get multiple of, but we'll see what I have time and resources for. And then went to Delilah's store and got starred versions of all of her foods and then her lantern or platter or whatever it was. And then I had come over to Reth's and only had enough, after buying like the nameplate and a plushie and some of the other stuff, only had enough for 2 iterations of one of his food items, and neither were starred. So it's just like, well, made no progress there. Alright, carrot to win. I hope I don't regret not sticking with corn. I almost jumped at the potato, but that would not have helped me. Unless I switched again, but... Oh. Alright, decent start. Meat is done. I'm always conflicted when I have 2 identical pairs of something. Because if someone else has a pair of that thing, then one of us is going to have to choose. And it's a lot safer in terms of collection speed, generally speaking, to go for one of a kind instead of 3 of a kind. But in that case, it worked out. We'll see if it continues to. Just always makes me a little anxious. Jeez, I could have 4 rice cakes. Won't help me, but I could. Come on, red mushroom. I've been trying to be better about calling them what they are. So, technically that's a mountain moral. But we came up with some interesting names for some of them that are a little different. Like these at one point were breast implants. The greens specifically have small, medium, and large because of something Vince's husband said. Even though this is Mugen meat, or like Mugen prosciutto, I think is the official name. It's rolled meats or meat tubes, which then can be taken very far in a certain direction. I've been trying to be more proper about what they're called, but although I did call Dari Cloves cauliflower earlier and thought that was correct. Just realized that. Oops. I'm not gonna pull that. I have. Fine. Okay, I have 4 pairs. We're gonna have to make a decision at some point. I I don't know if I wish you had corrected me or not. Because it made for content. But also, yeah, I was so confident that that was correct. I should have replaced something else with that. That's fine. I wanted that though. And yeah, if I had replaced a mushroom instead of a garlic, I would have had my garlics complete. Oops. Okay. Now I just need Dari Clove and either Sernuk or Mugen meat. I do really like when I can set it up like this. If I don't have 3 yet, so that it's either or. And it opens up a lot more possibility. Doesn't always work out for me. And sometimes if we're definitely not cheating on voice call, I'll call out, oh, I need this to win, and then realize, oh, this wasn't actually a set. Oops. Don't need the heat root. Don't need the choppa meats. I was just gonna say that I think I spent all my luck on the last rounds, but apparently not. 4 pairs again. I'll take that. It always goes that way, where you throw away a color and then everyone wants to dump that color. That's the noodle I need. There was one game, it might have been last round actually. I was sitting here waiting for 1 card, and an entire color set was on the board at one point. And it was just like, oh, I should have switched to yellow. I think I was waiting for a mushroom. Don't need that. I do need that. This would be nice. I was afraid they were going to give me corn, and I would have to choose. As a general rule, for my, like, technique, quote unquote, when I am paying enough attention to follow it, if multiple things I need drop, I'll pull from the side closest to me first because no one else is going to pull from here before I get a chance to. What is happening? And so this is my only chance to get this. And I'm never going to see this particular instance and placement of that card again. But if I needed this green onion, this person could take it even after it's covered up by this chopamine. And technically doubly so for this card. I'll also never get back the card that I put down here. At least not in terms of being able to pick it up from my discard pile. Corn! But yeah, I try to pull from closest to me if possible. I don't often pull from one of these two piles and then throw it away to try to keep a card visible. I've tried that in the past, but it seldom works out well. So I usually worry that it's a waste of time to do so. But if I'm playing like Underground Hot Pot and not really caring whether I win or not, or I'm just really desperate and convinced that's the only iteration of that card I'm ever going to see again, well, shit. I guess corn isn't popular right now. Then I'll do that and just try for it. Take that, Heatroot. Oh. This is one of those situations. Oh, okay. I'll stop pouting. I could have picked this up, thrown it down, and hoped that whatever they discarded next this person wanted so that I could get that corn. Didn't need to happen that way. Corn. I'm not going to stop saying corn when I'm collecting corn, Paul. But also, yeah, I don't know how much of Mesa's streams you've watched. Which, after Maji Market, if I remember, I'll do a shout out for Mesa the Moose. He's a lovely streamer. We don't have any sort of like personal friendship or anything. He's just a streamer I really like. But he has a trash or treasure rummage pile game. And he ended up having to add a third option so that it's trash, treasure, or corn. Because corn appears in the rummage piles so frequently. That was the noodles I needed. I'm not paying attention, apparently. But yeah, that's very much how the piles go, is corn. Yeah, that's right. You got corn 5 days in a row. Yeah, and then we learned that for some reason, and it doesn't seem to apply to everyone, so it might just be because Vince and I, and possibly also you, I don't know if it's happened to you, Paul, but Vince and I have all of the recipes, all of the quests, all of the special things from the piles done. So now if we get the piles within, like, usually a few in-game minutes of each other, it drops the same item. So if I get 5 silver, he gets 5 silver. If he goes first, and then I'm distracted for a while, and, he gets corn, I'll usually still get corn. But for everyone else, it seems to randomize better. And I wonder if it's the collection and quest completion status. Because I don't know where you're at with that, Paul. I'm never going to see those noodles again. We're going to be late for Choppa Chase. Okay. I think there was one time where you got it different, but you were like a couple minutes later. Because I think you'd been elsewhere. The noodles. Okay, thank God. Okay, chop a chase. And I'm gonna probably just set up over here. This area has 4 spawns right around it. So I think it's generally the... Wow, okay. There's one other person. There we go. Filling in now. Oh. Thank you. First one. Yes. Oh. It did not actually shove it in the box for me. That stupid sign. Okay. Hit a road bump there. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can do outside of the box. Just not in this particular instance. Missed a spawn down on the main road, but that's okay. Here we are. Oh, shit. Got that guy. Got that guy. They should have better bounds on where these guys can run and how far away. Come here. Come here. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Paul, and helping me with audio stuff. Have a good night. Feel better. And then I'll see if I can catch any stream tomorrow. Spawn rates seem better than usual right now. That's good. Oh. Let's see. I know the second I leave this spot, there's gonna be one that spawns. There's one. Here's one just chilling. This isn't gonna be a high score by any means, but it's not a bad game. That one just got caught. There are 2 here, 3 here. Oh. Hey. Uh-oh. Looks like stream just disconnected. Okay, I think we're back. That was weird. I'm gonna send out a quick blue sky notification once I can verify that my stream is running. Right now, my Twitch app is being weird. Give me just a sec. Let's see. Okay, it shows that I'm live. So we should be good. I blame Paul. Alright. Blue sky notification up. Things seem okay for now. Did okay. Ended up coming in first. And video feed on my end seems good. So, welcome back to those of you who either rejoined or stuck around until the page refreshed. It is almost 3 a.m. in game. So I'm gonna try to buy a couple of things here real quick. Because I still need star quality lumpia, which I did not get tonight. I'll open the chest that I forgot we got. Makeshift indoor garden. And then spend these coins real quick. Oh, I forgot it was one person at a time. Okay, that one gave us a new coin. So we can keep on spinning. Alright. It's also weird that the colors don't exclusively give one reward. It's a variety of things that they can give. Or at least each individual spot is different. Anyways, let's head home. Because of that little disconnect that happened. I don't know that I'm even going to really bother taking a break. I've been doing a lot better this stream of staying hydrated, so I'm feeling okay. I'm not currently feeling hungry or anything else, but please, if you're watching, remember to stretch, hydrate, do all of the things. And don't look to me tonight as being a role model for that. So, let's reset. Actually, and I'm worried that it's gonna hit 6 a.m. Let me throw these guys in here and see if we end up with duplicates of them. Duplicate of that guy. But one of those was unique. Good. Alright. Extra lumpias can go in there. I could have put the flame tongue in locked storage while I was there, but that's okay. Alright. New furniture. You get to go in locked storage. And then I'm going to grab another hook here so that I have that. We're not currently worried about bug catching, but we'll have it available and I'll restock 7 sets. Okay. And then barely need to repair. And then I'm going to grab some more worms as well, because we used quite a few of those. Didn't do much to help us, but it's something. And then let's see. I have ponds, willow lamprey. So ponds, Bahari Rivers, Bahari River, and Kilima Lake. All of the Bahari River ones are about the same time period, except for 2 that are later, which overlaps with the pondfish as well. So it's going to be Kilima Lake, excuse me, for a little while, because it's close enough to, where am I going? 6 a.m. that it doesn't make sense to go carp hunting, but a little bit before 6 p.m. instead of doing the market again, I'll switch over to Bahari Rivers and Ponds. I wouldn't mind just sitting in Bahari, bouncing between the pond by Hodari's house and the pond by Hideaway, just for plushie hunting. But that's a little monotonous and not entirely true to the mission of today's stream. So unless I get frustrated at the lake or something, I'm gonna try to maximize efficiency for now. I am very excited for the next update, 1.189. Because we finally get the snail plushie, theoretically. And I want the garden snail plushie so bad. And I hope it comes with more bugs too. Not just, alright, shut up, we gave you the snail, leave us alone. Because if they're doing a snail plushie, that's still fairly like, okay, people like snails, this is a fairly socially acceptable plushie to go for. But if instead they give us a bunch of weird stuff, then I'll be excited. I've been eyeing the millipedes for so long. It doesn't help that I'm planning on starting up a terrarium or a colony of millipedes in real life, so having plushie versions would make me happy, but we'll see. I don't know how off the wall they want to get with that, especially when plush releases are relatively few and far between. They've been giving us a lot more lately, but I am going to deviate in mind play while we're doing this, because I am in desperate need with how many bug bombs I'm having to spend on trying to catch a butterfly. I'm also doing my best to not hunt in any way for the things that I need while I'm not on stream. I want y'all to be here for it as much as possible. But if I am in Bahari playing solo or with Pollen Fence and I happen to see a rainbow-tipped butterfly that starred, I'm catching it. I'm not going to sacrifice that much. But I'll address that at the top of stream if it ever happens. So far, we've been fine. Okay, glowworms. I didn't remember to grab Fisherman's Brews, so we'll see how this goes. These pike are so annoying. They're not even rare, and they jump and flop so much. Like, you're not special. You don't get to be that obnoxious. Like, the ancient fish being pains in the ass to catch makes sense. They're gigantic, for one. And they hit your health bar like they're gigantic. But also, they're a new return to the ecosystem. And this is sort of spoilers. But, like, they weren't here before. And so it makes sense that they're going to come in really hot. And I have hooked and lost so many of them. But, like, I can appreciate it. Those alligator gar are not worth the trouble. I've been lucky with chests today, at least. That's nice. Let's see what we got. Floor cabinet. I would really like to see... I don't think I've seen anything on Paleopedia or Paleotracker. But I would love to see if there were assigned rarities to the individual furniture pieces within waterlogged chests. I know some data mining's been done that's shown what the drop rates are for chests themselves. But I would love to know if anyone's discovered, like, okay, these furniture pieces are, you know, common. These are uncommon. I think they all show on the user side, on the player side, as common. But here we go. Again, tool glitch. Had to jump and click to get it to come back out. Clay. Oh, there's a friend. There's someone here fishing. I'm gonna be here to get your social buff. Couldn't tell if that was a pup fish or not. But they're going the opposite way around the lake. That's okay. Oh, they weren't even going around the lake, they just left. Alright. And there's one. And I'm kind of keeping an eye on the clock. Once it gets to about 40 after the hour, real time, then I'll hop over to Bahari. And I think I'll start with pond fish, try to get the fairy carp. Small cabinet. And then after that, there'll be some other options I can get in Bahari. I think it'll be mostly river from there. Oh. Looks like the dock at my grandparents' house. The last time I went down there, it was after my grandfather had died. And so my grandma wasn't maintaining the dock because she doesn't fish. And I went down there like, I'm gonna, relive old times and, go fishing and stuff. And the rock was barely, the dock was barely above water. And it was super creaky and rotted. And I was just like, maybe it's not worth the nostalgia. So I don't think I ended up fishing when we were down there. And now my grandmother's passed, so that house is no longer in the family. But it was a fun little house. Those stairs were terrifying, though. There's a spot. So, when the stream crashed, I heard the Windows error pop-up noise and looked over as it loaded. And it was OBS this time, not Palia crashing. And then as I was reaching over to close the error and try to troubleshoot, one of my cats, Bean, decided to jump up on top of my laptop, the open keyboard of my laptop, which he usually only does if I'm not at my desk and haven't partially closed my laptop. Geeko, hello! No worries. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for lurking. As soon as I catch this fish or fail to, let me give you a shout out. But hi, thank you. I appreciate you coming by. I think you brought some luck in because that guard didn't jump at all. I misread that at first and thought you just said, but of course, have support. But yeah, go check out Eco Geeko. She's a lovely variety streamer. She was actually one of the first streamers I started watching for Palia specifically, even though she never plays Palia on stream anymore. But she's one of the people who... Landriana, you're here as well. Hello. But yeah, Geeko's one of the people who... Oh god. I need to stop. I need to... Help. Help. Geeko, help me. Give me that luck back. Oh god. Oh god. I did it! I finally got one. Thank Christ. Ugh. Okay. I never have to fish for that motherfucker again. So yeah, apparently Eco Geeko is also very lucky, at least for other people. So go check her out. Yeah, no, I usually catch them when I'm down at Maji Market, or hook them, and I cannot catch them usually. You really do need to stream at Geeko. That said, either of you, I know you're both Palia players. If you want to party up at any point, I'll be on for at least another hour. But absolutely no pressure. I know, Geeko, you said you were going to lurk. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. That is such a relief. That was the one I was dreading the most. Because the rest of these are like rays, which are fine, one sturgeon, one lamprey. Like they're not difficult fish. Holy shit. Okay. Um I don't know if I even did your shout out justice. I That was a lot. I think there's a teleport point over here. It's not really time yet for anything in Bahari to be available, but that's okay. We'll go over there and just take it easy at the ponds, I think. Ooh. Do you want to host a plot tour, Landriana? Because I don't mind taking a break from collecting right now. If you want to wait until your tweaks are done, though, I totally understand. Let's see, fairy carp is regular worms. It's not available currently, but all of the fish plushies are available for any type of bait, and worms work well enough. I haven't seen any specific data about it yet. I don't know if anyone's pulled it, but I assume that plushies are more common with glowworms and in nodes. Generally, the rule is, or I guess the rule is that waterlogged chests are more common in nodes and with worms. Each type of fishing location, so ponds, caves, Bahari River, Kilima Lake, Bahari Coast, etc., have different rates of spawn for the waterlogged chests. The caves and the Bahari Coast, and I think Kilima Lake are some of the highest, with a 7% chance for glowworms in nodes. So I assume plushies are the same. Maybe not the same exact rates, but the same general idea. The recipes were a pain to get. The only good thing about the recipes is that they don't fight back. So once you hook them, unless you're really not paying attention or something, you get them. They're yours. But yeah, they do not want to spawn for you. And outside of like collection stuff, and if eventually they add plushies, I don't fish in rivers. So I would never have reason to get the sashimi one if I wasn't intentionally collecting it. It's just color mods mostly in the somewhat revamped treehouse. Yeah, I'm not worried about voice. If you're not, I can hop over to my plot now. Well, there's only one node here. I'm gonna fish this node. Usually this spot has like 4 when I first walk up, and I was like, I'm not gonna wait, make you wait that long, but maybe this will be a plushie. It's not a plushie. It's very much alive, unfortunately. But it's the base fish for a plushie. But yeah, let me hop on over. And then you'll have to remind me, Landriana, your in-game name is different, right? Yeah, and I know that's the case for a lot of people. That they've gotten their fish plushies from their home plot without bait. And I've thought about doing that a couple of times. But I like the scenery of being out and about. And I like having the opportunity to run back and forth and not just, from pond to sail bin. But it's definitely a good option, especially if you just want to nearly AFK. Okay, cool. I was pretty sure we were already friends, but I wasn't 100%. Alrighty. Hello. Oop.
Ha!
And you can lead the way if you want, or if you want me to wander, I can do that. Oh, shit. This is cute. This is gorgeous. Are you the one? I remember somebody, I think in one of Geeko's chats, talking about replacing the food at their Phoenix Shrine every day. Was that you? Because I see you have the singing bowl here now, but I honestly didn't know how to make the Calathea color tint look good, but it looks great here. You've always had the singing bowl. There was somebody, and it might not have been in Geeko's chat, but somebody changes the food out every day. And I don't have that kind of dedication. I love what you did with the Dragontide wall lamps too. It's a very nice decoration. Oh, and all the mirrors. Oh, there's a pathway. Am I supposed to be back here? I figured this was just going to be a slightly inset wall, like right about here. To block it off, I didn't expect it to actually be a path. Gotcha. I don't know if I've actually visited your plot then, because this is all new to me. I thought that was a frogbert. That's a very convincing frog. That's a great use of the curtain, too. I was just excited that those curtains fit well in the conservatory, but that's a really cool application. How many... I guess with that wallpaper, this probably didn't take up more than just the wall decor. It almost looks like you pasted Bahari nettles all over this wall. Which I've thought about doing before, but it would eat up so many items. This is cute. You put so much detail in. I like the contrast of the pink too. It feels very natural moving from color to color. I think you blend it really well. There are so many things I'm trying to take in right now because your style of decorating is so different from mine in such a good way. Like every little space I look at has a different quirk or glitch or something that I never would have thought of. Also, I know this probably didn't actually take too long, um, this section specifically, but this was a lot of work setting up these bookshelves and counters. Even with the gourmet plate method and everything, this would have taken you a while, right? And I just saw chat. You tried to merge one color over from one room to the next to make it flow. It absolutely flows. Um, at first, I was just like, oh, interesting contrast. And then I started noticing, like, no, it went from green to blue to little bits of pink to now we're into warm reds and browns. It's really, really nice. And you layer things so well. Like a lot of things like these bloom lanterns and the dragon tide planters. Um, I'm just like, yeah, that's a standalone piece. That's fine. But it looks so good as an arrangement like this. Yeah, it took a while to get it just right before adding all the trinkets. I bet. And I tend to get myself stuck with, oh, well, I put all the stuff on it, and now it's a little bit harder to move. And so now I don't want to move it. And then I just give up instead of, picking stuff up or planning better first. Not counting like recolors and things, how long would you say that this plot took you? Also, the puppies. Oh, I didn't realize this was 3 sets of curtains. That makes sense. That's so interesting. For it being like glitched together like that, it works surprisingly well. You're making me want to build again. And I didn't want to get back to that until probably next week. Bookshelves, side by side, upside down, heart shape. Yeah, I see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, that's going to take a picture. Just so that it's a little easier because my graphics are on the lowest setting. But yeah, you really. At first, I thought you meant the full like shape of the bookshelf, and I was like, well, you didn't have a ton to work with there, but it works. But now I see what you mean. That's an insane level of detail to look at. That's wild. It's unfortunate that it didn't work with the corner ones, but it's not noticeably like missing. Hours, you have no idea. Yeah, that's kind of how, to a much lesser degree, that's how my main plot was built, was just I was inspired for one room. Um, but I didn't tie it together outside of a vague kind of narrative. Definitely not like this. This is incredible. This is also absolutely a house I would get lost in because I have no idea where we are right now. Oh, this little nook. That's so cute. I thought this was a piano for a second because I've seen builds where somebody made a piano. And I was like, oh, she did that. No, it's still a beautiful little drafting and crafting area. Towel with prime seating there. Little laundry area, that's cute. That's really neat. And I haven't tried. Excuse me. Let me grab a drink real quick. Hopefully, OBS actually muted me for that. But I haven't actually tried to pay attention to the overall structure of the house, and I don't have access to the overview menu. But did you have to glitch any of the actual rooms or structures at all, or is this natural room attachment and then just, builder's blocks and stuff when you wanted extra separation? Hey, Bubba. Also, Saka says hello again. Natural room attachment. It looks fantastic. And the main reason I asked was actually because I know a lot of times with laundry rooms, people will glitch in a hallway to be a little sub room instead of just attaching it like this. But I think it looks good giving it its own space. Okay, I think we hit a dead end, right? So then back door. This is cute. So are you updating it to be more winter, more spring, just a different color palette? Mostly color palette. Gotcha. This is cute little wildlife. I see, however, that your dragon is not sittable. I understand, though. Not everyone wants to have people ride their dragons. You might hear a squeaky toy, depending on if Sokka stays feisty. He doesn't seem like it, but if you hear a squeaky toy, that's why. Spooky candles. Oh, sorry. Okay, I like this as a fence. I didn't really process it when I came in. I really like this arch, too. And especially with how much you like the angular capital chic shelves for decor. It's very fitting to have sharp angles like that. And all of the flowers. Oh, yeah. the shape makes it a lot easier to change the flowers when the seasons change. That makes sense. Oh. This is cute. Much less scary than the Dachshund Kilima. That is one traumatized barkeep, though. He has seen some shit. This is nice, though. And I like how simple you kept this railing. It's very fitting for we need to keep our customers safe, but also they need to be able to see the pond. I also like that you have the fresh catch out and ready to be chopped. Slightly morbid, but at least then you know where your fish is coming from. Very cute. What is this? It's capital chic shelves and Emberborn table lamps. That's cool. That looks like it should be a vanilla wall decor. Or wall lamp, I guess, since it lights up. That doesn't look like something that you built. That's really cool. This is cool. So this is your like crafting shed area. Is this like a greenhouse section or lab section? In the middle here. At first I was like, oh, this is where you do like the fine parts for your crafting, but looks like it's more of a greenhouse planter bed type of thing. I like the plants up on top too. That's really neat. Oh, I like the Christmas Ormu rug over here. That's cute. Greenhouse style work tables, but haven't gotten any of the pirate maps to lay out in the center. Gotcha. It's very nice. Up to the loft. Oh, it's blue up here. Oh, I love this. Even though all of my branding is purple, red, and chartreuse, my favorite color is blue. And this is gorgeous. What is this? Oh, is that just an actual Winterlight snowflake decor? I haven't messed with much of the Winterlights decor at all. Blue for winter. Is this something that you're going to be updating, or is it freshly updated? And what color is spring? Industrial wall decor. Gotcha. Okay. I think I've made one of everything to get completion, but I don't think I've ever used that before. That's beautiful. Spring will be a mix of calathea and berry. That makes sense. I like your bug plushie display. It almost looks like you have them on inverted scales, where the heaviest gets put up the highest. This is really cute and very accurate. Potato pods. Are you still missing any from your collection? Because I see some spots open here, but if you are missing any, let me know. I don't know exactly who my spares are, but I can look for you. This is a cute little cozy dining area, though, and a great demonstration of Lily Rotten, too, which I love. Missing quite a few. I can look at what I have spare um, after this and let you know. This is cute. I love the glow bugs all over the fountain. Oh, this is a courtyard. I just processed that. It's a very nice way to fill it in. Obviously felt very natural because I didn't even process that that's where we were. Okay. Garden space, all of your preserve jars. This is a good use of the white picket fence, too. I haven't put it to use yet because it didn't match with what I'd done. Oh, and we're back at the front. Okay. Outdoor kitchen. Very cute. I like the fans outside, too. They're less obnoxious and they feel like they belong out here. Oh, and a little, like, pantry. That's cute. And it feels like the right amount of stuff for it supplying an outdoor kitchen. It doesn't feel like that's supposed to feed the entire family type of thing. Little observatory space. Let me look over here first. I I think it was the intention, but I read all of these as fish. And now they're just severed heads floating in the fountain. I don't think the intention was severed heads. I thought they were fish. But this is really cute. Anytime I have rare crafting tasks that I don't know what to do with, or uncommons, I just make more of these capital chic tables so that I can eventually do something like this. But I have no current ideas. Oh, is this a swimming pool and these are like floaties? Is that what it is? not the remains of several Choppa murders or fish. That makes a lot more sense. I haven't said it since you and Geiko joined the stream, but I am sick, and that's my excuse for my brain not working. This is cute. You is oh, that's one. Okay, that's one cornucopia item, right? For I think it's the foraging reward from Ashura. Not a bunch of stuff layered together. I'm broken now. Those Choppa pillows broke me. I hadn't actually put this guy down yet since we got him, and he is large. And also, my feet sink into him. Gotcha. The fungi is very appropriate for the Moonstruck set. Very cute. I do also like that the Moonstruck area is where the kegs are. Like, if you're out here getting witchy, you're probably also drinking a little bit. Is this the makeshift chandelier? I just got one of these. It's gorgeous. Yep. I'm sneaking away up the stairs while you type. Yeah, I saw the preview image of it, and was kind of surprised that it immediately looked like it had potential. But I was, hello, new snake. I was prepared to be very disappointed because the makeshift items are usually pretty awful. Some of them are really, really nice, and I like them. Most of them I do not. Oh, this is a great way to use these lights. That's cool. And the snake is not big enough for me to use as a cushion, unfortunately. Ooh, that's a good spot for the plundered painting, or whichever one it is. And thought to use it with the Moonstruck set, but it matches really well. This is cute. This is a very nice treehouse. Oh. Thank you for showing me your plot. I kind of knew what to expect from talking to you and maybe having seen pieces of it before, but this was fantastic. And I'm very excited to see what plots you build in the future. Yeah, thank you again for having me. Let me hop over to my plot so I can look at what potato pots I have. I think the one I got today I saw on your shelf, but let me go check that out. And then depending on, that's the wrong way. Depending on what you want to do, we can either trade tonight before I hop off. Saka. Um, or we can just set up a time later. Why you so grumpy? I told Mama how good you've been during stream, and now you're all grumpy. Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay. These are all my spares. Aside from Sunny and Bluebell, if possible. I keep half-heartedly trying to get extras of all of the mush pods because I love them. But they're also ones that people usually need. So if you need those, let me know. Otherwise, I have Ash, Autumn, times 2. Bluebell, technically. Gerard, Jelly, Junior, Mo, Momo, Myrtle, times 2, and technically Sunny. Alright, it's 1:16 a.m. in game. So I think I'm going to go for the rainbow-tipped butterfly for now. Okay, let me write those down while I load in. Unless you want to trade right now. Because we can trade right now before I fully redirect. And I don't really care what you give me. Pod for pod is preferred, but plushies work too. And they can just be whatever you have the most of. Autumn, Gerard, Jelly, Momo. I'm not gonna catch that butterfly this circuit. That's fine. I'll head down to the underground now then. I figure I've probably already maxed out the secondhand luck I can get from Geeko. So, not gonna make you wait that long. I was looking at the stream feed and not where I was going.
hope they add more furniture to the underground market lineup soon, too. Since they fixed the arcade cabinet so that I can spawn again. I finally got everything. And now it's like, okay, I'll go downstairs for my Zeki coin, and sometimes I'll buy some extra Zeki coins to use, but there's not much reason for me to go downstairs anymore. Okay. And we're on the same server somehow. There you are. Oh, the hut is big here. People are trying to snipe, so we're gonna have to... There we go. Okay. Autumn. Then Gerard. And Jelly. There's the first set. You are very kind. Thank you for the port. And then one more trade for Momo. Where is she? Is this? Yes. Ooh. Did I make the thing jump on you? Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, the only mush pot I need another spare of is... what's his name? It's not Port, it's... I just had one and I gave it to Vince because he needed it. I was like, huh. That, the Proudhorn Beetle is overpay in my opinion, but I mean, I won't complain. But thank you again. I'm gonna drop these off real quick at home, and then I need to look at my list again. I don't have anything that'll be available when I get back to Bahari, but I'll probably do Pawns and then just stay there for Fairy Carp. Or just do pond fishing until I hop off for the night. We'll see. Oh wait, Geeko. You're streaming right now? And you're lurking? Extra appreciated, but also, what the fuck? if I hadn't already promised that I would raid into a Palia stream, I would raid into Kiko, but that's wild. Oh. I see. Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. What? That's not the correct hair color combination model. And obviously not the right outfit.
Hey! Hey!
Interesting. I did nothing but load into Bahari. It does let me pull tools, but none of these are responsive. Okay, I guess this is how we're playing now. Let me actually write down this time for another video to send to support. I could have teleported to Central, but that's fine. I'll teleport from Central to Hideaway once we get there and fish that pond. And because we're not collection fishing, we're just going to be plushie fishing. I'm not going to worry specifically about fishing nodes. But I will exhaust nodes and then teleport to Hideaway from Central just to get down to that area sooner. After that, what I usually do is clear the nodes and then fish 3 more times, just in case they respawn right away or whatever. And there are no nodes here. So, Bahari Hideaway. Almost went straight to Kilma Central. And I'm still this. So that's good. I was talking with Paula earlier. He decided to do a reinstall of Palia because he's been having a lot of issues. His run button will stop working. He has more advanced tool issues than what we've been noticing since the update. And they're not fixable in the same way we've... Yeah, this is a very unique one, isn't it? Like, you saw me a minute ago in your plot. This is not my normal avatar. We haven't figured out yet, because he didn't play much afterwards, if the reinstall worked. But I was talking about it possibly being time for me to do one as well. I'll look at the Discord and stuff too to see if this is a normal glitch. Normal. One that's being commonly experienced. I also don't know if this is what my character model looks like to other people right now. In fact, I don't know if there are other people on this. Yeah, there are people on the server. I look like an off-duty cat burglar. That's beautiful. And now I want to keep this forever. It's wild though. Like, why did the game decide to misgender me out of nowhere? Like, the outfit not loading and the texture on my hands not loading is one thing, but like swapping my gender, a little Black Widow, yeah, I can see that. Was that even? No, I need one more fish from here. Also, hi Vince. Give me a second to catch this fish. You are, and I appreciate you for being here. And that was a you are here. I don't mind that you're late. That's fine. Also, I don't know if I've shown you this yet, but I made you a command. If you streamed or anything, it'd be different, but hit you. Also, Vince, I was talking about it earlier, but in Kilima, the HUD at the top left is normal size. I just saw it, I think in the underground, and it was large. And it's large here. So it's weird map choices. I mean, if you ever decide to, you now have 2 people you talk to daily who could help you get set up. So it's not a bad spot to be in. Okay. It'd be nice if we got a plushie before I ended stream, but I don't think I'm going to make it till 6 o'clock in game. Let us do all the trial and error and learning and then reap that knowledge. I mean, that's kind of how it's done. That's sort of what I did to Paul. But you'll also need to make it your own, so there'll be your own trial and error. And, you know, you're doing all the hard work with Etsy for us. And then if we get into that space, we'll use you in the same way. Yeesh. Oh. Oh, I forgot that I just can't. There we go.
You.
Oh. Is that a goldfish or is that something else? That's not a goldfish. I think that was a catfish. Okay. Yeah, we all know you like being used, Vince. sad that that person didn't answer, but... Are you online right now, Vince? Like on Palia? Oh, Palia. Okay. I just really want to know if I actually look like this to anyone else. Chest. Ficus planter's okay. That's not bad. I was talking earlier about Mesa Moose doing trash treasure corn for rummage piles. And I might end up seeing if I can figure out how to use predictions or polls to set up trash treasure or hay bale for makeshift waterlogged chests. Because I still have not gotten a single hay bale. I'm missing a couple other furniture items. And we were talking earlier about how most of the makeshift items are pretty bad. Some are wonderful. And then some are hay bales that are elusive. So I might see if I can set that up and run those when we have a few viewers who are active. For as hard as they are to catch, you wish we caught recipes? Yeah, same. And like, I wouldn't even care if the recipes were way overpriced for what they are. Because most of them I wouldn't make to begin with. But like, make everything require pallium and flowwood and, you know, gemstones or whatever. Like, I don't care. Just let me make myself hay bales. I like fishing a lot more since I added the plushie update. It's just been easier to work with for some reason. I finally adjusted to it. But for fuck's sake, I don't want to have to fish for weeks on end just to get the full makeshift series, let alone multiples of an item. It's frustrating. And that's why when I'm not fishing for collection, I pretty much only fish in ponds now. Because like the social party buff is nice in caves, and you know, once a day for a few hours, you can sell to Zeki's register there and everything. Like, it's a convenient spot to fish. And those fish sell for a lot, too. But I would rather take the potentially lower, because I don't remember, spawn rate of chests in ponds, and also have the opportunity for plushies. And the epic rarity goldfish is much less work to catch than the, like, void ray in the caves. And I don't mind the little bit of running back and forth either. I thought I clicked early. That worked. Oh, hi, Vince. Let me party up so that we can find each other. I was wondering why my chat popped up. There you are. Okay, please tell me I look like this to other people. Hashtag you were trying to be sneaky. You failed. And whatever I look like, can you send a... Oh, I look like this? Can you send a snip or a picture or whatever to the Discord chat? How have I not had people coming up to me like, what is happening? This is wild. Okay. I think on that note, I'm going to end stream for tonight. Thank you everyone who came by and chatted. Thank you, Geeko, for helping me catch a star quality ancient fish in the middle of my
Woo!
attempt at a shout out that went horribly off the rails. Thank you, Landriana, for showing us your plot and giving us a tour of that. Yeah. I am going to keep my promise, as much as I want to raid out to Geeko, to raid into a Palia streamer so that y'all can keep drops running. I am going to shout out Geeko again, though, just for good measure. I think the people viewing currently are myself, Vince, and Landriana. But if you're not one of us three and you have not followed Geeko yet, please go do so. She plays a wide variety of games. She's lovely. And she's a lot higher energy than me. So if I'm a little too dry for you, definitely go check her out. And then I'm going to switch. This is, fair warning, going to be loud for a brief moment because I didn't have a chance to adjust my audio after I got feedback on my startup screen. Bear with me. I'm going to adjust it immediately. With any luck, it'll have adjusted all copies of this sound, but we'll see. I do have a thanks for watching stream as a screen. So let me check my audio. Okay, we should be good. It adjusted for all copies of that sound. But yeah, give me a second to raid out. This process is a little more cumbersome than I am used to yet. Let's see. All right. I'm not technically a pingtuber yet because I can't run my pingtuber with Palia and maintain frames. But let's go visit the pingtuber. All right. Thank you again, everyone, for coming by and chatting. And I hope you had fun at the farm.